People who live in Lake Tahoe, California are being terrorized by a string of break-ins in the area. The culprit? A massive black bear. It's been nicknamed Hank the Tank. Homeowners have called the police on Hank more than 100 times since July, and authorities are now trying to trap him and possibly even euthanize him. For some perspective, the average black bear is about 100 to 300 pounds. Hank is a whopping 500 pounds. Experts attribute his weight to his diet of mostly human food. Hank's rampage has not slowed this winter either, meaning he never went into hibernation, and he's still feasting on Tahoe residents' leftover pizza. Joining me now for more on this, Bryant, Executive Director of the Bear League. And I know you've been sort of overwhelmed with this, right? You've been, I guess, bombarded with requests to help from people who want this bear gone and others who want to save it.
That's true. We've been getting hundreds of phone calls and emails from all over the world. People want the bear to be saved. Nobody wants him to remain at large. His behavior is not acceptable. We're desperately trying to get him into a sanctuary where he can live out his life with somebody serving him food. He doesn't need to die.
Have you been surprised that it's been so hard to catch this guy?
Have I been surprised of what?
It's been so hard to catch him.
Well, the reason it's been hard to catch him is because the Department of Wildlife set traps. At the same time, they told everybody they were going to kill him. And the people from Lake Tahoe don't want their bears killed. So they've been sabotaging the trap and not letting Hank get in.
Oh, interesting. Okay, but I mean, what about the idea of maybe a tranquilizer dart? Is it possible for him at that size to climb a tree? What are we not maybe giving him credit for at 500 pounds that he can still do very well?
It would be possible to tranquilize him, but in order to do that, we have to have a place to take him. And we're trying to line up sanctuaries that will take him. We have several that have said, yeah, we've got room, send him over. We just need to get the permit process taken care of through the Department of Fish and Wildlife. That's what we're waiting for.
All right, so how is he getting into all these houses, Ann? I mean, it's one thing to raid the trash cans, but he's getting in and raiding the fridge.
Yes, he is. He is extremely large, as you can tell, and so he has a lot of strength. And he just goes up to a door, and he goes boom, and the door jamb shatters, and he goes in and raids the refrigerator. Pretty much nothing will keep him out. So it's easy for him to get into garages and houses.
Right. Are you worried at all about him going after people if he gets into the house and gets to the food? I'm guessing some of these houses, people might be in there, right? Have they been?
Occasionally someone is at home. He goes in, he ignores the people, he just heads to the refrigerator. But our concern is, if a person blocks his escape route and scares him, he could run over the person or push him out of the way, and the person could get hurt. We don't want anybody to get hurt, but we also don't want Hank to die.
Right. Okay. So I guess some might watch this and think, this has been going on for years, and you know it too well because you live it every day. But you build a house essentially close to where bears live, you're going to have these kinds of encounters.
Yes, that is absolutely true. Where bears are involved, people who build houses or move into bear territory need to understand that they have to be prepared for this. And if you're not, then it's best to go visit Disneyland where the bears are plastic, or stay in the city where the bears don't dare come. Don't come to Tahoe and then want to kill the bears because you're afraid and you can't keep them out of your house.
Right. Whose call is it, Ann, ultimately, whether Hank gets put down? Is that up to Fish and Wildlife? Is it up to the gaming department? Is it up to you if you give them that alternative? And I guess the other thing somebody I'm sure has asked, why not relocate him somewhere where he wouldn't be near homes? But I think we're well past that, right?
Relocation is a really bad idea. First of all, it just relocates the problem to somebody else's neighborhood, and we would not be endearing ourselves to them if he starts raiding their refrigerators. It also is a death sentence for the bear because they don't know where they are. They don't, he would die quickly if he was relocated. We don't believe in that, and neither does our Department of Wildlife. But ultimately, the Department of Wildlife is the one who will have the final say on what happens to Hank, and we're hoping that will include a sanctuary home where he can just lay back and let people serve him food for many, many years, and he'll He'll be happy.
All right, that sounds great. Ann Bryant, Bear League Executive Director. It's great to have you on. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.